Welcome back everybody. So this is gonna be a quick update video for you guys on DWAC Trump Media and Technology Group. And before we get started, please hit that like button, and 100 plus likes on this video would be greatly appreciated, guys. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you want to get my daily trade ideas, my swing trade ideas, and 3 days of live trading, check out the Patreon, and that link will be down below in the description. And now let's get right into DWAC, which is up 29% on a massive news that Donald Trump won Iowa, and that's why this thing is up. Now, a lot of you guys are requesting a video on DWAC, and not because this thing is up 29%, but because for the last 2 years, I've been making so many videos on DWAC, and people that are subscribed to my channel, if you're new here, you can go back, type in DWAC, and you will see how many videos I made on DWAC and how I talked about it, that I'm long and strong on DWAC and my shares are green right now. And why not? Because this thing is up 29% today. But I'm not selling because this thing is up 29%. What I think here on DWAC, especially this stock was getting shorted. And then if Donald Trump goes right back into that office again in 2024, guess what? This thing can go up to 100, 120, 150, 200, and if GME can go up to 500, why not this one? This is actually backed by former President Donald Trump. So this thing has all the tools, all the bells and whistles to run into this election this year. And if that happens, Donald Trump wins back the office again, guess what? This thing, $100, 120, 150, 200. Like I said, if GME can get up to 500, why not this one, backed by former president and maybe even future president Donald Trump? So what's happening on DWAC? Let's talk about, this contraction. You can see right here. It was contracting. We saw explosive move. This thing doubled within days. Came back. We saw some more contraction right here. Another explosive move from 15 got up to 19. And then if you look at right here, what's happening? You can see clearly this thing was contracting again. And whenever you see something like this, guess what? We gapped up today, ran all the way up to almost 23, and now we got a pullback down 6.5%, but that's not the concern. Going into election, and especially if he actually wins back the office again, you're going to see this thing exploding. So yes, it's kind of risky, but I'm willing to take that risk on DWAC, especially with Trump this year. And if this thing pops, I mean, the next stop you want to see this thing getting above $25. And if that happens, guys, there's going to be ton more upside, at least up to, I would say, right here, this high around 30 to 31. And then we can talk about more upside. But also keep that in mind, it's getting far too overextended to the upside. Upper Bollinger Band sitting at $19 or $20 right here, 19.98, and the stock itself trading at 22.35. So that is why we're seeing some profit taking and this thing pulling back after hours. So DWAC, especially if you're long term, and at least up until this election, I would say this thing is actually buy and hold. Now, if you actually missed out on this dip and now you're chasing at 22, I would say wait. There is still time. You can buy at a cheaper price, maybe 15, and who knows, maybe this thing gets down to 13, 14 bucks again if you're lucky. But as of right now, on a pullback, you want to watch this support down here, 1769 down to 17, and this gap right down here. As long as DWAC can hold right here, yes, we could see another explosive move, and this Bollinger Band by that time will expand all the way up to 25 to 30. And as we get closer to election, we get some more good news. Trump running and going into election, that is when you could see, I mean, even before election, this thing can hit, I think, 50, 60, maybe even $100. So there is still good money to be made right here on DWAC, but you gotta stay positive. And if you're not a fan of Trump, then it's not worth buying DWAC. Maybe get into something like Apple or Microsoft, because this thing definitely, it's a risky asset. But like I said, if it wins the office back again, I mean, you're gonna regret not buying DWAC right here at 12 to 15 bucks, because this thing at that point will be trading at least up to 60, 80 to $100, and nothing is impossible, guys. Yes, this thing, can come down to 10 bucks, but look at the upside, just like we saw that right here, doubling from 1268 getting up to 25, and again almost doubling from right here 15 to $23 today. And there could be more upside on DWAC even in the short term. But the key here, do not chase this move. You want to wait for a pullback. And if there is a pullback, yes, if you're going long, at least up until election, then buy that dip on DWAC. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section, and I will definitely keep you guys updated on DWAC. Have a great night, everybody.